Hey guys, it's Valentina Question here. Today I'm going to be doing a how to tack up for a lesson / clinic, and I'm gonna do this for dressage style. My trainer told me not to jump without her. So if I'm doing a lesson I can jump with her, but I can't jump without my trainer, she said. So I'm not gonna jump him until our next jumping lesson. So because he's so fast and he's a maniac, for one reason, oh my god, he's like a maniac jumping. Even over a ground pole, when he sees a ground pole, he's like, he wants to go. My trainer said he just likes jumping, so I need to get that under control so I can start jumping him. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I couldn't do a jumping portion and then show you jumping and showing, yeah. I could have done it earlier, like way earlier, since he was fine, but no. But today we're just going to do dressage style. I know, it can get very boring. I totally understand. Believe me, I watched it, dressage. It's extremely boring. So I will do a jumping portion later in the summer. But yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and let's get right into the intro first. Also, at the end of the intro, like it said, inventing a question, and it showed a pony jumping over a jump, and it wasn't Peanut. That pony was actually the Douse Deeds pony named Peanut as well. So I was jumping him that day, and it was really fun. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing I use Piranha for my fly spray. Usually at a show or a clinic, especially at clinics and shows and lessons. In the summer you will need fly spray because the flies are just awful and I hate flies. But I just get under his belly, his legs, and his neck. But I ignore the saddle area and the girth area. Now I'm just picking out his hoof. I love this hoof pick. This hoof pick is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you.
So the first thing I do is brush him. I use this nice handy dandy brush. It's really nice. It's like hard / soft kind of, and I really like this brush. It gets the gross dust and dirt off. It's really handy to have. Yeah, he was not really that dirty today, but if he were really dirty and muddy, I would have this winter hard brush. It absolutely saves my life. I will link it down below. It's amazing. I love this brush so much, and it's really good. So the next thing I use is a face brush. His face wasn't really that dirty today, but for clinics and for lessons, I would always brush his face to make him look much more nicer. But even if it wasn't a lesson or a clinic, I would still use a face brush. And then I use it on the legs, where particularly I'm going to put polo wraps on or any kind of boots. I just use the fronts to put the polo wraps on. I don't use all 4 feet. I just use 2 polo wraps for the fronts, not the backs. So the next thing I use Johnson & Johnson, No More Tangles. I love this spray, it's really nice. I highly recommend stuff from Johnson & Johnson, like baby shampoo, No More Tangles, especially in ponies or horses. It's just more, if you have like a sensitive horse or like have sensitive, a horse that has sensitive skin Sony. Johnson & Johnson has very good products for any sensitive skin. And I really like their products. Now I'm just brushing his tail. It takes me a long time to brush his tail. It's kind of like my hair. It takes me forever to brush my hair instead of his. But yeah. And for clinics, I like to make him look nice. So yeah. So the next thing I do is I go and brush his mane with the No More Tangles Johnson & Johnson. Yeah. I just spray that on him very lightly, and then I just go ahead and brush him. Sorry you can see the other half of the mane, but it wasn't that dirty. I just got all the shavings out. So yeah. The next thing I do is I use Johnson & Johnson No More Tangles again. I put it on the brush because he doesn't like anything sprayed on his face. So I would just use that and then brush his beautiful little forelock. Yeah. And then what I do next is I put Polar. I use Polar Apps for protection and inflammation on his legs. I really like Polar Apps, especially on Peanut. But I highly recommend you asking your trainer or a barn or someone at the barn. But I just got one of the girls at the barn taught me how to put Polar Ups on, and they're pretty dirty. So yeah, sorry about that. I need to clean them. If it was a lesson, I would just use this EOS saddle pad. But if it were a clinic, I would use a white saddle pad just to make it look nicer. And then I just use the half pad because my trainer said he was a little sore on his right side. I don't know where. Now he's stretching his pretty little leg. I don't use my show saddle. I just use my practice saddle. I love this saddle. The saddle is so comfy. Shout out to you, Haley. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Haley's the old owner, and she gave me this saddle, so thank you. I love it so much. And it fits really nice on Peanut, and I really like it a whole bunch. I would usually do a dressage lesson, but I want to try to do a dressage clinic, and I want to try to do a jumping clinic as well. I was going to do one, but then something happened to his withers. It was just like a little thorn got in there. But it came out finally, and I came out to the barn every day and was helping him get better. But yeah, so he's a little tough guy. He's a good, but I didn't get to do the jumping clinic, but that's okay. I was mostly worried about him. I did not care about the jumping clinic. But he got better, and I'm so blessed that he's okay. clinic or a jumping clinic, I would put my hair up in my helmet, and I love this No Knot Hair Knot, you guys. It's amazing. I'll link it down below. I really like it because my hair gets really thick and I love it so very much. But I would just use this for shows, clinics, and lessons as well. Then I would start from the back when I put my helmet on. I would start at the back, and then, as you can start from the back, and put it up. I need to get a new helmet because it's really crooked, and when you fall on your helmet, you need to get a new helmet. Or if you drop it, you need to get a new helmet. That's just what I heard from Pony Club. So yeah. So the next thing I do is I put his bridle on. I use his dressage bridle. I really like this bridle. I got it like a year ago, I know. I know I got it in January of 2016. It was February of 2016. And I really like it. It's a nice, handy bridle. I just use this for practice. I do not use it for horse shows at all. I have another one for horse shows, and it's also for clinics as well. But today's not a clinic or a lesson. I would use this for lessons, but not for a clinic or a show. I got this at Dover, and yeah, it fits in perfect. I think it's a cob or a pony, but it fits in really nice, and I like it. So yeah. So here's a clip of our ride. I know it's a little boring, and I'm sorry about that. But I will do a cross-country run, probably later in the season. I don't know. But yeah, before a clinic or a show, always eat. I got real nervous last year in March when I did my first dressage clinic. It was just, I was not concentrating, and it was terrible, and I was hungry, and I was tired. So always eat something really big. Eat a big lunch, or eat a big breakfast. Don't eat sugary cereal. It's just not good. Eat something healthy, and that would fill your tummy. Or and always drink a whole bunch of water. I'm really bad about that, but I love water now. I used to hate it, but I love it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!